You know, I've talked about some of these things before, and I guess people just don't get it, okay? When it comes to religious people, people have faith in the Bible, okay? Whether it be Christian, Jehovah, Catholic, Protestant. Should I go on? There's so many different ones, isn't there? So many different types of religions offer one God. You know, I do know that I believe in there's something after death. My own life experiences tells me there is, okay? I have no doubts about that. No doubts at all. I believe we probably do have a creator. Although I want to call him God, Lord, our Father. Okay? But I also know this, and I've told this to people before, that if the Adam and Eve story was true, okay, if it was true, which it can't be, it's not possible, okay? And the reason I say it's not possible is because, see, the Adam and Eve story says that God created the earth and put Adam on the earth and then put man on the earth. And man was Adam. The only human being on the face of the whole earth was Adam, the first human. Took a rib from Adam, created Eve, made Adam a mate. Okay? And Adam and Eve, of course, are the reason that we're all here, right? Because they breeded, right? My problem is if Adam and Eve were Chinese people, where did I come from? If they were black people, where did I come from? If they were white people, where did the black people come from? Do you follow what I'm saying? See, there's just no sense in that. And then you have the story about Christ being crucified on a cross, okay, and killed, right? And everybody believes this, right? So then I say to myself, well, so if man, humans, would kill their very own creator, their creator's son, child, kill the person who created you as child, son, then why wouldn't we change the creator's words in that book? Dang right we would. Yeah. So therefore, therefore, I'd have to say this many years later, if our creator did say these words, none of the words that our creator said would even be there anymore. They would have all been rewrote, retwisted, rewrote, retwisted, and twisted, manipulated, and twisted, and rewrote, and twisted, and manipulated, and twisted, and rewrote, and twisted, and manipulated, and twisted, and rewrote, over and over again. And so nothing to be true that's in that book. They're all going to say, yes, but what's in that book's happening right there before our face right now. All you got to do is look in the book and read the testimony. Read it. And look around you. You'll see it's coming true. See, yeah. But what if it's just like what some of the research I've run into says? I wrote in a script by the global elite. A plan, a business plan. And the powers to be make sure what's in that book is happening so that you believe in that book to be true. See? Now, I don't take anybody's faith or religion away from them. I believe everybody has a right to their own faith, their own belief, their own religion, whatever it is. They have that right. And nobody has a right to tell them any different. Nobody can tell them they're wrong. And nobody can tell them they're right. That's the way I look at it. There's not one person on the face of this planet that can tell that person that believes in the Lord and Christian faith and whatever their faith is, that they're wrong. Because they can't prove them wrong. No, you can't concretely prove anything wrong. You can't even prove it right, let alone wrong. There's nobody walking on the face of this earth right now that can actually present concrete evidence and proof to prove anybody wrong when it comes to faith and religion or what's in that book. Nobody. You can all say you can, and you can pull out the same stuff everybody else has that is not proof. It doesn't prove nothing whatsoever. But the one thing I have noticed is it seems like the people that have the faith, so-called pastors, especially here up on YouTube, okay? Yeah, especially here on YouTube. The so-called pastors, the so-called reverends, okay, are people who speak out of God, okay? Right? They're the first ones to throw the fear porn at you. They're the first ones to bash you and smash you and call you names and attack you. And they're attacking you in the name of God, ain't they? They're attacking you in the name of the all-loving God. You know, it's like them people who can, because the Bible says, because God says we must forgive everybody. We're all brothers and sisters. So I'll forgive you, but I'm never talking to you again. I will never talk to you again. Never, never. Because I forgave you. That's not forgiveness. That's holding on to a grudge. That's holding on to anger. That's doing the opposite of what's coming out your mouth. And I watch it all the time. And it seems like the religious sector in today's society are the worst. Are the worst. They're the ones making all the trouble. They're the actual ones making the trouble. They're the ones doing the name calling. They're the ones doing the bashing, smashing. That's right. They're the ones making the trouble. They're also the ones that lie. They fit right in with everybody else with the lies. And they, for some reason, think that God don't see them lying. Let's look at a few examples. Rev. Michelle Hopkins. She's a really good example of just that. She knows she's lying. She sure does. She knows that she wasn't honest with Kathy. She knows what she told me. See, her and I both know, don't we, Michelle? That's right. What you told me on Skype that day. And I repeated your words, word for word, what you said to me. That's right. But, you know, and then Kathy there, you know, she couldn't believe me because she knows I must be a liar. That's right. She just knows, even if she wasn't there to hear it, she knows that her good friend would never tell her to say something like that. That's right. Even though Michelle knows that Michelle did. That's right. Even though Michelle, you know, don't you? That's right. Of course you do. Just like I do. But Michelle, since you're a reverend, right? I don't even know if your name is Michelle. Matter of fact, I would be willing to bet. I could be wrong, you know, that's how bets are, right? This is just my opinion. I would be willing to bet that Michelle's name in real life isn't Michelle. I would be willing to bet on that. That it's not even Michelle. But I could be wrong. But you know, Michelle knows already that I'm telling the truth. I don't care what anybody thinks. I really don't care. I don't care what Kathy thinks. I don't care what Kathy's neighbor, you know, the one who's so forgiving. I'm going to burn in hell. Lord, please wash the evil spirits from me because I told her truth. Because the truth hurts her, okay? And she can't handle the truth. Because it can't be truth. Because I refuse to believe it, even if it is truth. Because if I don't believe it's truth, then it's not truth, even if it is truth. Because that's what that comes down to. That's all that comes down to. But these are God-loving people, right? You know, Kathy's son, who comes up under my message to Michelle and basically attacks me. Says that I'm attacking two helpless old women. Really? And Michelle, he says she's in a wheelchair. I don't know. I have trouble believing anything out of her mouth now. I really do. I really do. I have trouble believing anything out of her mouth now. See, Michelle knows full well that she's lied to the public. And even if Michelle would honestly have fallen for something and believed in something that wasn't true, when she realized, oh my gosh, there's too much showing us the other way around, you think she would at least pull the videos down and make an apology and say, I'm sorry, I thought this was blah, blah, blah. Maybe it still is, but I can't really back it. No, that's not what Michelle does. Michelle goes up on other radio shows and she starts pushing it. How that story's so true. And this is just only a little piece. But if you pay attention to religious people in today's society, you find out they're the worst. They are the worst of the worst. They're fear-mongering, fear porn, totally all the way. They think it's all right for them to lie and manipulate. For some reason, their God don't see them lying when they know they're lying. So they can lie all they want. They can deceive anybody they want. And their God knows it's okay for them to lie. It's okay for them to deceive other people. It's okay for them to bash other people, right? It's like Kathy's son, see? His God told him that he could jump in the middle of that. He could tell me I was a liar when he wasn't there to know what was said when I was telling 100% truth. He could call that truth a lie. It's like Kathy's neighbor. The truth is a lie. So, God, please get the evil demons out of him. I can't handle the truth. God, please tell him he must lie. Because if I don't want to believe it, it can't be true because I said it can't be true. Even if it is true, it's not true because I refuse to believe it. That's right. That's what that comes down to. Meanwhile, Michelle knows full well, same as I do. She just didn't count on me taking what she said to me the way I did. What'd you expect, Michelle? When somebody's your friend, and you say something like this behind your friend's back about your friend, what kind of friend really are you, Michelle? How far can you be trusted, Michelle? That's really what that comes down to. But see, the real catch-9 is here is Michelle knows as well as I do. She knows full well every word I've said is the truth. But she's not going to get it on up to it. No! Because see, Michelle's God, Lucifer, he knows it's okay, right, Michelle? Your God, Lucifer? Because that would be your God, right, Michelle? If that's your name, right, Michelle? Because we don't really know that that's your name, now do we, Michelle? You're willing to leave lies on your channel, and you're willing to continue to run and spread the lies right in everybody's face. But I'm the bad person for calling you out on a lie. That's right. How dare me call you out on a lie? You're a reverend. Do you see what I mean? The religious sector, the people of faith, are the worst. And if the Bible is, as I suspect it is, a rote script plan, because all the words have been changed. See, if our Creator wrote it, all the words would be changed by now. There's no way it would not be. Okay? You people would be falling for it. Hook, line, and sinker. Fish flopping on the end of a line. What can I say?